Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we're checking out the LEMFO LES1. On the side we got the specs here. It's a MTK 6580 1.3 GHz quad-core processor, 1 GB of RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage. These GSMs are supported. It's an AMOLED 1.39 inch 400 by 400 panel, so I think that's a little bigger than the LEMFO LES2. Then it's got full Android 5.1 with a camera. Wow, okay. A 2 megapixel camera, Bluetooth 4.0. I think that's 2 megapixel. A heart rate monitor, pedometer, and a 350 milliamp hour battery, which sounds a little low. You get the watch itself here, as well as a welcome guide, a user manual, a charging port with the micro USB cable, and then a little screw to open up the back. With the screwdriver, you can open up the back here, and you get to the nano SIM tray. One other thing is that there are 2 extra screws in case if you lose the original one or something happens to it. So that's pretty convenient, I gotta say. On the right side you have the power button, a camera, a microphone, I believe that's a microphone. On the back you've got the heart rate monitor, the 4-pin magnet to recharge the watch. This is where the SIM is, and the speakers on the side. The band has a bit of a texture on here. It's rubber, but it's not as flexible compared to some other ones I've used. It's alright though. There are so many different clock interfaces to pick from. You can go from this, and then go all the way at the end, and you can click add to add some more of them. If you're connected to the internet, then you can go ahead and download these. You gotta connect to the internet first, and then go from bottom to top to get the weather and your location where you are. You can refresh it, and it updates it. From left to right, you can see your notifications. From top to bottom, you can see if you're connected to Bluetooth or you have your SIM inside, if it's working or not, the date and all that other stuff, and the battery life. Then we've got different settings here, like quick settings I would say. You have hand bright screen, whatever that is. You got airplane mode, turn that off. And then you got Wi-Fi on here. You can hold it to connect to other Wi-Fi networks. And I gotta say, it's pretty, the keys are really small. Screen on vibrator or put it into silence. Location, and then you can go a little more and check your steps with the pedometer. This thing gets relatively bright, and it seems like I can see it outside in sunlight. I don't know about a full sunny day, but so far it looks fine to me. I mean, this is mid brightness, so if we turn it high, it gets even better. I mean, on camera you can't, I guess it kind of like doesn't show it too well, but it is viewable. To me it seems viewable in person. Going down to File Manager, we can see that there's about 12.3 gigs available out of the box. That's quite a bit. You can download quite a few apps or music, songs, whatever you want. There's a music app here, and there's no music here, but it's like you can scan it with when you're connected to your phone. And then when you're also connected to your phone, you can also have remote camera working, as well as syncing your contacts. When you go into phone or go into contacts, I mean. You can synchronize contacts with your phone. Just to save time, I'm not going to do that. And for phone, unfortunately, you can't make calls. You have to have a SIM for this. Unfortunately, the worst part is I don't have a SIM, but you can still make a call if you go into the Play Store and download one of the apps like Text Now. Another thing is that you can have this in squared mode or a fully rounded if you hold the power button. One second. You hold the power button and change it from small to full. We can click cancel, and it goes to full. One good thing about this is that the keyboard doesn't get cut off like in other times, but it's really small. I wish there was like a voice control button. Maybe we can enable that somewhere. While you're on here, you can also press recent task and close the other apps that were open in the background, as well as do voice search, and then you can have say okay Google anytime or whatever and ask like something like how old is Michael Jordan. Now we said a lot of stuff right there. Let's try it again. Okay Google, how old is Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan is 54 years old.
And that's what you get. So this is the best voice recognition typing you can get. And again, if you don't want to say okay Google, you can always like disable that in settings. Or you can just click this icon on the top right. On the Antutu benchmark, it gets a pretty good score of 18,000. That's not bad at all. The one thing I'm noticing is that the battery life seems to deteriorate pretty quickly. I mean, a 350 milliamp hour battery. is just not that good. So that's the one downside. But again, we're going to test out a few games here. There's a Mali 400 MP GPU inside. So I'm playing this game right now. It's Monster Dash. Let me try to resume. And the screen is so small, but you can adjust it again. And the sound is pretty loud on here on the speaker. It's pretty nice, I like it. You can make it into full. Alright, yeah, this game seems fine, no lags whatsoever. Yep, no problems. Everything's working out pretty well. Next game we're checking out here is called Sonic Dash, and it's running really well. Almost flawlessly. Now, I've noticed a few frame rate drops. It's been very, very little, though. It's like when I'm jumping or something, but overall, this works great. Right now, I'm in the browser app. One thing I noticed is that on the top right, the Google icon or the voice typing icon shows up. YouTube.com. And that's it. I wish that that was there everywhere. I didn't notice it before when I was in the Play Store and stuff like that. Pick up for $100. So you can watch videos on here too. And again, the speaker is just really good.
I thought having a non-IPS display.
What's going on? You seriously don't remember me? Tip floor. So after talking with someone on the phone for a few minutes, I had a little trouble hearing the person at certain points, but he could hear me really well. I wish it was a little louder. I also wish there was like volume controls or something on a watch. Like this one only has the power button. Maybe that's asking too much, I don't know. But the call quality, like I said, it's acceptable, I'll say. So now we're in the camera app because, you know, there's a camera on the side here. I think it's kind of silly to have it on the side. It would probably be a lot better if it was on top or something. You know, kind of like with what the DZ09 watch has over here. But if we take a picture, so when you take a picture, it comes down here. It feels like it's not oriented correctly. So let's see. That looks alright. I can't really zoom in on this too much, but it actually looks alright. Let's see if we can. So here's the one problem. I tried going into gallery. I'm in the gallery app right now. And the problem is that the keys are just stuck up here. I can't see which one. And I try to change it, and I put it to small, but it doesn't do a thing. So it makes no difference. So that's the one thing I kind of hate about the fully Android watches in a way. Like, it's like some options are just cut off on the side, and that really affects the performance. Because the thing is, I want to share this and send it to myself so I can send you a full picture and you can see it on the screen or on Reddit or somewhere. But no, I guess I can't do that. But to me, this looks like the picture came out alright for a 2 megapixel camera. And yeah, this is actually better than expected because look at this. This stuff is readable. You can read Canon PowerShot ELPH 100 HS. So overall, I gotta say, the watch is great. Very powerful in performance. The screen just looks absolutely wonderful, that AMOLED screen. It's really nice, really colorful, and it seems like you can see it outside, outdoors. I haven't checked it out outside in full sunlight because there hasn't been a lot of sunlight in the past few days, but nonetheless, I like that. Good performance, good screen. It looks nice too. It looks nice on my wrist. I like it. But the only problem is the battery life. I'm already at 28%. It's only been like 2-3 hours. And on top of that, it's like I did play 2 games, but I didn't play them for too long or anything. And I was talking on here too, so yeah, that could have affected it. Can this last a whole day? Maybe at like very light usage. And let me check out my heart rate really quickly. Guys, I really don't know what to say. Maybe my pedometer is not accurate on here. Or I mean, the heart rate monitor, because look at this. In the beginning, I got 61, 71, 80, and then it came down to 37 the other time. And now I'm at like 122, and I got 172 the other time. 172 was because I didn't have the strap like tucked in or tightened. But now it's like it's on my wrist now. And it's properly on my wrist, I mean. And I don't know. I hope it's not my heart. I hope this thing's wrong. Otherwise, it's like I've got a really fast heartbeat, and that's not good. I don't feel like I'm worried or anything at this moment. But yeah, it's coming down. Yeah, I don't know whether to be concerned or not, but yeah, I'm gonna call it quits. I'm not gonna try to overthink or stress on this too much. So everything is good except for the battery life. It's like, would I recommend this? For the price, it seems good. There's also the LES2 that you can check out. I'll have a video link, like an annotation on the side up here. So yeah, check that out if you'd like. And let me know what you guys think, and subscribe if you want to see more.